artwork is not the only way to add color and texture to your home. There are other ways to do this and still create one fabulous space with lots of personality.
Hi, I'm Dawn Hamilton with Dawn Elise Interiors. We are a Fort Lauderdale-based full-service interior design firm specializing in high-end residential and luxury commercial properties. My clients travel around the world and they spend a lot of time in South America, so they're very comfortable with bold colors, and it also kind of speaks to their personality.
We look at making a statement with bold and beautiful colors and textures on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. When it comes to interior design here in South Florida, one of the biggest trends we see are neutral spaces, perhaps with pops of color infused and accessories or accent piece of furnishing. But what I love about this beach condo are the bold uses of color throughout the space. This 2,600 square foot property has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a powder room. The elegant, colorful style of this home is a true reflection of the homeowner's personalities. So we're here today in Fort Lauderdale Beach, joined by interior designer Dawn Hamilton with Dawn Elise Interiors. Dawn, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you so much, Alena. Great to be here. So happy to be on the show.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you back and excited to tour this beautiful condo that you designed for your clients. So Dawn, when it comes to the entryway, especially in buildings where you have this sort of private foyer before the actual entry into the unit, which is these doors here, you know, sometimes people who are riding up in the elevator who live in the building might get a peek of this space. So I thought we could start with sort of how you set the tone for the entire design starting here.
Drama. Drama is definitely the theme. Drama through texture, drama through color. So I wanted this to be actually the boldest space of all. At the very beginning of my career, when I used to do a lot of restaurant design, and my mentor would always say, make sure even the door handles are hefty, because it's a subliminal suggestion about what to expect on the other side of the doors.
Definitely, it's all about having those details. And let's talk about the doors. Typically, purchase the condo, you're getting a plainer, maybe painted door.
Correct. And they're also fire rated. So it's very, very difficult to change them. So to keep the fire rating and not disturb the doors, but yet get the textural pop that we were looking for, we veneered them with zebra wood. We applied the veneer in a diamond matte pattern. Because the veneer is not pliable enough to go into the jambs, we had to faux paint the jambs to match the pattern.
That is a fantastic match, because you cannot detect what is the faux painting and what is the actual veneer. So really well done.
It's very tedious. Glad I wasn't the one that did it.
A lot of detail, but design is in the details.
As well as designers, we are definitely problem solvers.
And I also want to talk about a little bit of the use of textures.
There's not a lot of pattern. The pattern is created by the textures. Really is very, very little pattern. Maybe this rug that we're looking at might be the only patterned element in the whole space.
The artwork itself has some textural elements as well.
This is by a local artist, Jennifer Haley. She's absolutely fabulous. The clients are collectors of hers and have several pieces. And she works with epoxies. This has an actual physical texture to it.
I love the size. I think a lot of the times the hardest thing for people to find is art at specific sizes when you have a narrower wall, and this is like that perfect piece.
We commissioned this, so should fit. I asked for it.
So that's the key. Okay, so they didn't just find it like this, but if you were looking, you're looking for a tall and a thin piece, because that's exactly what works well.
Yeah, it's about leading people into the space, setting their expectations, but you don't want to give it all away.
No, exactly, and there's more to see. Coming up, we have tips for going bold with textures and color on SoFlo Home Project. I'm back again at the 11 conveniently located home stores of Gulfstream Park Village here in Hallandale Beach. And today, I'm after outdoor furniture. Have you entered our SoFlo Home Project and Gulfstream Park Village Home Sweet Home stores at Gulfstream Park Village gift card giveaway? My guess is that all of you could use $5,000 in gift cards for a home makeover. I'll give you the info on how to register a little bit later. But first, I'm looking for outdoor furniture here at Crate & Barrel. So I'm here with Alfredo Lewis. Alfredo,
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great, and I am looking forward to learning a little bit more about Crate & Barrel's outdoor collection. There's so many great things here.
No, definitely. This year, we're definitely going in strong with a lot of different options.
At Crate & Barrel, you have everything for an entire outdoor oasis set up.
Absolutely.
And all the way down to the throw pillows, as I'm seeing over here.
Oh yeah, we have literally every pattern for every style and
Love
every
that.
home. So, and different budgets as well.
Maybe if someone wasn't looking to do the whole set and just refresh what they have, they
Absolutely.
could get that and the accessories. But if you're looking for an entire new setup, you've got that too.
You've got that too, yeah. So welcome to our flower market. Every Crate & Barrel store has one of these beautiful oases, and you can find everything you need for your outdoor or indoor home here.
And I love that you also have all of the vases and planters here as well. So you could
yeah.
really like walk in here and find all the stuff you need to accessorize
Oh, absolutely.
perfectly.
One of the beauties of Crate & Barrel is our ability to help our customers really find that perfect fit for their home.
Alfredo, I absolutely love this look, but sometimes you want to add that pop of green, and it looks like you guys have all of the most popular plants that we're seeing.
Absolutely. One of the beauties of, having these, brick and mortar locations is that we try to offer everything that we have online in store.
And I love that things are here for you to take right off the shelf and bring home
Absolutely.
from this flower market. So thank you so much, and
Thank you.
we appreciate you spending some time with us here at Crate & Barrel.
Thank you. Welcome. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you. Now, to register to win $5,000 in gift cards from the 11 home stores at Gulfstream Park Village for summer home makeover, go to local10.com/contest and enter the Home Sweet Home Stores at Gulfstream Park Village gift card giveaway from SoFlo Home Project and Gulfstream Park Village. So register now. And next week, I'll be back to visit the Container Store, another one of the wonderful 11 home stores here at Gulfstream Park Village. 11 home stores, one address. There are only 2 weeks left to enter, so hurry and good luck. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this gorgeous Fort Lauderdale Beach condo with interior designer Dawn Hamilton. Dawn, so before the break, we talked about the entryway and how to really make a statement with some bold textures and color. And I think now that we are inside the condo, the first place you see is this beautiful living room. Just past the foyer, you're welcomed into the living room. This elegant and colorful space is full of gorgeous textures and personality.
These sofas are from Lynn Rose. They're the plume sofa, and they are definitely works of art in themselves, and also really demonstrative of texture as pattern.
Definitely, it really does create a pattern, and it's also, to our viewers, these are like super soft and comfy, and they are like sculptural and organic in the look.
And I really wanted the furniture to reflect the client's art collection, and the client is a scientist, and he's very interested in the ocean. He's actually doing coral reef rescue. So these are very coral-esque sofas, in my opinion.
Are. It also has a very sort of a chic and sophisticated look as well. Let's look at this gorgeous rug because, again, great pop of color, but the texture and
the different pile heights,
Yeah.
really, again, just speak to texture as pattern.
a lot of the times we're thinking area rug needs to be rectangle, needs to be covering the whole area. This creates almost, again, like an art piece on the floor.
These soft, organic, biomorphic shapes help create that nod to the sea, nod to a nautical type of a feel, but keep it very modern, very sophisticated. The coffee table as well.
Love this.
Looks like something that could have washed up out of the ocean.
Absolutely does. And I think that's what's cool about it. And I want to point out now, you're bringing in some wood to top of here, and the panel behind. Brings like a little more drama because it's like this darker wood.
Dark.
I wanted to kind of share a little bit about the way you chose artwork and also some sculptural lighting to balance it out and just to add interest.
I just like the contrast. This painting, in my opinion, speaks volumes because of the contrast between the dark wall and the painting itself. If hung on a white wall, I just can't imagine it reading quite as well as it does here.
This really pops, and like the matte finish of the wood to the sort of glossy finish of the art gives that
Absolutely.
great juxtaposition.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not just about textures. You added a lot of great color here. Now, the rug is one thing we see, but there's more color that you added.
These, I finally got someone to let me put hot pink in their living room.
Well, we're going to show you how she bought the rest of this gorgeous sort of magenta color in. But before we do that, let's check in with our friends from FHIA and see what they have going on today.
Hi, I'm Valentina with FHIA Remodeling, and we're here at the FHIA warehouse, and we're going to talk today about what you can expect during installation day for your new upgraded windows. This is an amazing place. Look how big this place is. Peter, tell me, what's all in here, and what do you guys keep in this warehouse?
Well, we have 110,000 square feet of all of our windows, doors, kitchens, baths, roofing materials, everything that we need to do our installations.
Installations. Let's talk installations. How important is installations when it comes to windows?
When it comes to windows, you could have the thickest glass in the world. If it's not installed properly, that's a big problem. Installation is one of the most important aspects of this entire project for most homeowners down in South Florida. So
what can homeowners expect on installation day?
Well, on installation day, we're going to have our factory certified installers show up to the house between 9 and 10 o'clock to get the ball rolling. Again, very mindful of it's your home and not a construction site. And we're going to work on a section at a time. And that being said, you know, we actually have zip walls that we put up over the windows to make sure no dust and debris will be able to enter the home. And,
Yes, because construction and all that things can be very messy.
It can be, you know, it can be a painful process that we try to make as painless as possible.
I like that.
So, yeah. So the majority of the work is, you know, done from outside in, and that's why we put the zip wall up.
And how long does it take, approximately, the installation?
Depending upon the size of the project, typically about 2 to 3 days.
So I don't really need to move out then?
No need to move out. We're very mindful of this is your home, not a construction site. We work on sections at a time and go from there.
So it seems that installation day is not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's not going to be that bad. It'll be a breeze. You won't even know we're there. Don't worry about it.
I love it. So if you're thinking of upgrading or installing new windows, call FHIA Remodeling today and get your free quote.
So the pop of color right behind us, love
Fun,
this.
right?
It's such a great color, first of all. So when you were looking at doing the accent wall, is this so it just hits you when you walk in?
It hits you when you walk in, and also small doses, right? Because it could be overwhelming. This
So
is
the
a
size
much
of the
larger wall. But
exactly. That's, again, a great tip for our viewers is when you're doing that bolder accent wall, again, you said smaller wall as opposed to the largest wall.
And think about where you're using it, where it's going to make the most impact without being overwhelming.
No, it's really nice. And then I can't not mention the frame TV. And again, more art and more color opportunities.
The fact that it sits flush on the wall makes you be able to walk by the side of it and not see the bracket.
So this solves the problem, brings in the art, and the pop of white against this beautifully saturated color is just so nice.
Thank you. And it makes it feel crisp and fresh.
Speaking of adding more color, you did that with this amazing bookcase here that's wall mounted, because the books obviously always bring color to a room, because it's a really great focal point.
Thank you. And also back to the environment reflecting the personalities of the homeowners.
Yes.
In my opinion, books are a great way to do that.
Best way. I love it because this coffee table is not the type of table you would cover with coffee table books, which is normally where we bring that in, right? So now you've brought them all to the wall.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So we have got a lot more to see, and we are going to continue touring this gorgeous condo with our next stop of the dining room when we come back. Coming up next, we show you what to do when you lack wall space but love artwork on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this beautiful Fort Lauderdale Beach condo designed by Dawn Hamilton of Dawn Elise Interiors. Dawn, so before the break, we looked at the living room, and in this condo, it's pretty much one great room as the living space.
Yes.
So now we're in sort of the carved out dining area. The dining area completes this great room. This sophisticated space has furnishings that double as artwork. In this particular area, so it's a little bit different because here we're surrounded by windows. So we don't have a lot of wall space to do bold colors or textured wall treatments. Brought the texture to the ceiling.
Well, I wanted to remind us of the entry and the diamond matched zebra wood.
So it's continuity from those entry doors, brings your eye right back to here.
Absolutely, and we also needed to move the electric over a little bit. So as you know, in condos it's tricky because the cement
Not always
ceilings.
centered above your table or where you want your table
Exactly,
to be.
exactly. So since we can't go through the concrete, we had to find a way to move it over a little bit, and this soffit really helped to do that.
So this solves the problem, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And I love that it mirrors the oval of this table.
Yes.
It gives such a great symmetry in two completely different materials and on two different planes.
Thank you, thank you.
So the chairs are art in itself.
Yes, these are gorgeous.
We talked about
chairs.
textures, and here you're really also implementing more textures, and visually this is just so interesting.
It's like sexy. It's
Yeah.
so soft and curvaceous, and they're gorgeous chairs. They come together as well. The base of this table is actually carved out of a single piece of
super
marble.
pretty.
Yes,
yeah.
it's really, really
And I love
gorgeous.
the roundness to it. And so this sort of reminds me of, you have these cute little stacked pebble cushions. So it really just kind of ties it all in throughout. I
They
love all these
do.
details. Also on the column, I see you brought in another material that you've used in the great room, in the living room, just sort of that continuity on that area as well.
Exactly. It carries the warmth and the organic nature of the materials.
We have a chance to check out the primary sleeping quarters, and we are going to show one great bedroom when we get back. Next, we step into the sleeping quarters, where rich textures were used to make a bold design statement on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are on the last stop of our home tour with Dawn Hamilton of Dawn Elise Interiors. Dawn, so we've toured this gorgeous condo and seen lots of infusion of pops of color and rich textures. Tucked away from the living areas, we find the primary suite. It's a cozy yet serene space that makes a statement with some bold textures. This room, keeping more of a serene palette.
Yes, just trying to let the ambiance be that of tranquility. Again, giving a nod to the ocean out the window.
What we talked about earlier, where oftentimes it's sort of this play between color and also rich textures. And here we have a stunning wall covering with natural material, sort of a nod to nature as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's a tropical vibe, but it's actually woven water hyacinth.
They sort of modernized this very organic material as well, so it sort of really fit the modern aesthetic. And then, of course, between the bedding, the pillows, and the rug, we're seeing sort of, you got the sort of faux fur, we've got a little bit of a shag, so there's a lot going on with textures that really become pattern-esque.
Yes, absolutely. And also they're very tactile. And you know, this is about comfort. And so I thought that that was a nice little element.
Absolutely. This light fixture I love. Keeping in mind everything sort of had sort of a curved shape in here.
Yes, and again, texture as pattern. I feel, you know, the clear plexiglass, there's no color, but the juxtaposition of the little small shape.
There's almost a little bit of a prismatic effect too.
Absolutely.
So there's some color as well. with that.
Absolutely.
It's
Thank
really been
you,
a pleasure.
Elena. It always is.
Having
Thank
you
so
back
much.
and touring your work, and we loved seeing how you use color and texture to really create one fabulous space for your clients. So thank you.
Thank you.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have planned for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. Next week on SoFlo Home Project, looking to update your home but modern design is not your style? We've got you covered with classic, timeless elegance that will keep your home looking current for decades to come. And before we go, let's check in with Hunter Frankie, the host of SoFlo Health, and see what he's up to tomorrow. Hunter, what's going on?
Hey there, Alena. Tomorrow on SoFlo Health, we are headed to a property that needs no introduction. It's Vizcaya. We saw you went there recently, and we felt inspired to go check it out for ourselves and share with the SoFlo Health community what there is to see and experience here at Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. Plus,
if you like cold-pressed juice, you're in for a treat. We'll show you the behind the scenes of how it's made and find out what's so important about being certified organic at a local juice bar. We'll also learn about a new procedure that aims to put an end to that chronic runny nose, and Professor Produce squeezes out all the health facts he can find on limes.
that's all tomorrow right here on SoFlo Health at 12:30 p.m. on the one and only Local 10.
Thanks, Hunter. That sounds amazing, and we will definitely be watching. And to our viewers, thanks so much for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram